where they loudly proclaim to be the most open-minded free thinkers of history, they're really just fragile brats. Demobrats. And if they don't get their way, the world must fall apart. Or else. Joining us now is U.S. Senator from the great state of Mississippi, Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. Senator, welcome to the program. Thank you for making the time.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity.
Senator, I look at the landscape of our politics today. I remember a time when politics could be a real discussion at a table and you could then pivot and talk about other topics without thinking the other side was just this monstrous figure. But we've gotten to this radicalism, I think, by a number of factors. How do you think the nature of the left's hatred for Trump has evolved since he first burst onto the scene in politics? How do you think it's changed?
Well, on your lead in, as you're talking about those in position now and the brat coming out in them, I have a front row seat. We have a lot of drama queens, and if it doesn't go exactly their way, they come up with other ways to spin and twist and turn to change your words to try to get their agenda in. Just like they're saying now, so much misinformation is going out on these storms. They call it misinformation when it's not what they want you to be saying. But, you know, I talk to the people that are being affected directly, and that's the information I have. So I think it's pretty accurate and pretty correct. But you are so right. There's so many times that the temper tantrums come, and, you know, we just have to deal with it, and we have to be the adult in the room.
It's remarkable. I think that the temperature has only turned up since Trump took office. I think he took office with such surprise. It surprised the left so much that they really weren't that prepared as to how to react to him. And when they were suddenly confronted with this idea of reacting to a very untraditional politician, they were almost at a loss. They were just throwing everything at the man. They were throwing everything at his institutions. They were trying to derail him from within. And I just wonder how they're not going to stop. If Trump were to take a second term, how do you fight that?
Well, even after the first time that President Trump was elected, I had a meeting in the White House like the following week, and they were still in shock. They could not believe he had won. And, you know, we're sitting there, and it was just the strangest thing. We knew all the cabinet members would change because the election changed, but they were truly in shock. It wasn't long after that they did really go into attack mode. And, I mean, they describe him as the monster. I've been around a while, Chanel. He is the best president in my lifetime. To go into the economy, to go through the things that we went through in COVID. He is an amazing leader. And, you know, they just can't stand the thought of his success. But if they think they were better off this past 3.5 years than they were the previous 4, they live in a fantasy land. You know, we all go to the grocery store. We all buy gas. We all see what's going on at that southern border and how terrifying that truly is. I've been down there many times. And, you know, it was so under control. To talk to those border agents, he was their saving grace. And he got it under control. We had it so manageable. And it was literally like throwing a switch when President Biden came into office. And they tried immediately to do all the Trump to undo the policies, which is kind of interesting now that they're trying to implement them again, but they would not dare call them a Trump policy.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.